again mga kamigs, welcome to the 7th episode of KateSISmo. This is Kamigs Chicks. So as mentioned last episode mga kamigs, today we will be talking about the two church documents that talks about the laws of fasting and abstinence in the universal church. One is the apostolic letter called Paenitemini, and the second is the Canons on the days of penance of the Code of Canon Law of 1983. But before that mga kamigs, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell button to get updated about our latest episode on our YouTube channel for youth information. So mga kamigs, these two church documents can be summarized into 9 major key points. One is all Fridays all throughout the year are days of penance. Of course, because we are taught that Jesus died on a Friday. That's why we are called to do penance on this day, Friday. Every Friday. Second is the season of Lent is a time of penance. That means to say, as faithful, we are called to do penance on all Fridays of the year and during the season of Lent. But it is left to us on what kind of penance can we offer, or what kind of penance can we do. Third, fasting means eating only one full meal and 2 small meals. That when you combine these two small meals, it will not be equal to your one full meal. Okay? And also, no snacks in between meals. That is what fasting is. Fourth, abstinence means, in the exact words of Paenitemini, the law of abstinence forbids the use of meat, but not of eggs, the products of milk, or condiments made of animal fat. That is what abstinence is all about. Meaning, in simple words, abstinence means no meat, period. No chicken, pork, and beef. Fifth, abstinence from meat is required on all Fridays except during solemnities. But of course, if in the Philippines, we have a separate law of abstinence, so you better check on our previous episode. Sixth, fasting is only required in 2 days of the year. One is Ash Wednesday, second is Good Friday. And abstinence is also required on this day. Abstain from having meat. Ash Wednesday and Good Friday. Seventh, the Episcopal Conference may decide for their faithful in their respective territories other forms of penance in place of abstinence and fasting, such as acts of charity and works of piety. And in the Philippines, we have a separate one. You better check on our 6th episode so that you can see what are those approved by the Catholic Bishops' Conference of the Philippines on the laws of fasting and abstinence in our country as faithful Catholics. 8. The obligation of abstinence is only binding to those who have already completed their 14th year. And the obligation of fasting, on the other hand, is only binding for those who have completed their 18th year until their 60th birthday. That means to say, for example, if your 14th birthday falls on a Good Friday, you are still not required to abstain from having meat, because that is still your 14th birthday. Your 14th birthday is still not yet completed. Okay? Second scenario, if your 18th birthday falls on a Good Friday, you are still not required to do fasting, but since you're already about 14 years old, you're already called to abstain. Third scenario, if your 60th birthday falls on a Good Friday, you are still required to abstain from having meat and to do fasting, because that is still your birthday. Your 60th birthday is still not over. I hope you understand. It may sound difficult to understand, so if it's difficult to understand, just go back, just rewind and listen to it again. Lastly, 9th, in an apostolic letter entitled Stella Maris, Pope John Paul II declared that seafarers are not bound to the church law on fasting and abstinence, but they are called to undertake and participate on works of piety in whatever way they could inside the ship. However, when taking advantage of this dispensation, they are called to undertake comparable work of piety on behalf of abstinence and in order to observe the laws of on Good Friday, and in memory, no? In memory of the suffering and death of Jesus Christ. Alright, mga kamisis, those are the 9 major key points on the 2 church documents, Paenitemini and the Canons on the Days of Penance of the Code of Canon Law of 1983 on fasting and abstinence. So mga kamiks, I hope you really are learning with me. So see you again next Wednesday. Let's have a meaningful Lenten observance. This is KateSISmo. This is Kamix Chicks. Be happy and be inspired for youth information. Bye! Bye, bye, bye.